Okay, hello everybody. So we are back for the Ninja Trading System, a little bit more advanced training. Now, I've shown you before the simplicity of the Ninja Trading System. We put the Harmonic Scan onto our chart, as I've shown you how to do, okay, which is this one here. We then draw on our pitchfork, which is this. So we've got our scan, we know where the D point is. If the D's at the top, the price will drop. If the D's at the bottom, the price will grow, okay? So, and our target is this median line on the pitchfork, taking pips along the way at these different levels of the pitchfork. So as we can see, the harmonic scan gave us earlier this pattern here, and look, the D point's at the top. Right, so it was given to us on the hour. So as soon as we got the Ninja down, we would have got into this trade. And just like it says in the Ninja trading system, the price has got an incredibly high possibility chance of getting to this first pitchfork and the second pitchfork, okay? And then it's heading down for this one here. But this could retrace, it could bounce. As we know, price does not ever move in one direction unless there's a big spike in the news or something major's happened in the world. But this kind of will wiggle around, but this is its target. So we know that. So we're going to drop down to a smaller time frame, the 15-minute, which means that every single candle is 15 minutes of time that has passed. So it's the same scan. It's just like zooming in on it, okay? Like we're literally just having a little look, closer look at what's going on. Same with the 5-minute. We zoom in even more. So every one of these candles is 5 minutes of time. Now, if you're a scalp trader, people scalp the 5-minute charts, and look, if you'd have scalped this, you would have got your Ninja down there and you would have taken all these pips here. You can measure the amount of pips with this little ruler. So you put it on the top, you drag it down. 48 pips you would have grabbed there on the 5-minute chart. I tend to like to look at the 15-minute chart because I think it's kind of an in-between, especially for me as a scalp trader. Now, the Ninja trading system. So we look at the harmonic scanner. We put the scan on here, we put our pitchfork on, we look for the D, we wait for a Ninja down, we get into the trade down to these pitchfork lines. But as you will see, when you watch our live trading sessions, we do use other things to check to make sure that this is a good trade. Firstly, we always check the news on forexfactory.com or FX, the calendar on FX choice as well, which is really, really good. There's a video within my arsenal, as it was, all about the Forex Factory and how to check the news. So, as you will see, not only do we have the Ninja down, but we've got dots, we've got lines, we've got all this sort of stuff going on. And some people go, well, what's all that for? Now, these are also extra confirmations, and they're actually what the Ninjacator is looking for. It's looking for PSARs, it's looking for moving averages, and when everything lines up, that's when we get the alert. So really, you don't need to worry about any of this stuff because the Ninjacator has done it all for you. It looks for everything to line up. Now, when we say line up, this is what we mean. So we've got another indicator in our team, which is this one, which is the stochastic. Now, let me make this a little bit bigger for you. Now, the stochastic looks at the price. If you can see, there's a grid on the side. It goes from 100 down to 0. So we look at the range between 80 and 20. If the price is over 80, it's overbought and the sellers will want to bring it down. If it gets down to 20, it's oversold. If it goes out of this line, it's oversold and the price will want to come back up again. Now, each one of these coloured lines represents a different time frame. So if we go to the 5-minute chart, okay, you'll see the line for the 5-minute, the 15. You'll see the line for the 15 and the 5. For the hour is represented in red, and the 4-hour is represented in yellow. So as you go on to different time frames, you'll only see the one that you're on. So this is the 4-hour, so you'll see the 4-hour stochastic. So let's go down to the 15-minute. Now, what we are looking for with these lines is if we're getting in for a sell, these at the top, price will drop, it's a sell. If we want to sell, we want to make sure that the price is overbought so that the sellers will bring it down. So we want these lines to be outside of the 80 to 20 mark. As you can see on this one, it was. We've got the lines above on the 80. That is another confirmation that the Ninjacator will trigger and it will bring it down. So we look at these lines, and as you can see, there's a red band behind it telling us this is setting up for a sell. red sell. But now what's happening is it's hit this pitchfork line, which is a good support line. Now we're a little bit oversold. I think now on these smaller time frames that the buyers are going to start to take this back up again. Now what I predict is that the buyers are now going to take this back up for a retrace, hit these moving averages lines, and then carry on its journey down. So if you're a scalp trader, you really only want to be looking at getting in when these lines are either overbought or oversold. So that's why we look at these lines, okay? And there's a lot more involved in that, but that is the basics. And I want to give you the basics. I don't want to confuse you, okay? So that's why we look at these lines. So if we were looking at, like, if we were like a day trader and we was thinking like every candle was 4 hours, okay, you would wait for an indicator for a start if you was on the 4 hour. You've got your stochastic up in the extreme. So this is showing that this will come down. Okay, this was showing this will come down. And let's look at this bit here where you got a ninja up. See, it was in the extreme, it was oversold, it should buy again. And it did, look, it went all the way up. So these are brilliant markers to see whether it's overbought or oversold. And that's why we love using these. You can also have these on your phone as well, and you can even set alerts on these. So you can set an alert when all of the stochastics are in the extremes. The extremes are above the 80 or below the 20. So you can set alerts on those as well. It's just another confirmation. All of these things are just extra confirmations for our Ninja trading systems. We get the best trades. We take the best ones. Also, you'll see some people using something called the vortex. This is literally, the blue is the buyers, the red is in the sellers. When they come together, they're going to cross. Okay, so when they came together here and they crossed, see that? It changed direction. And that's another way to look. When they come together, it changed direction. At the moment, they're far apart, which is telling us that this is still quite a strong sell. When these start to come together, we know that this trend is going to change and it could bounce back up again. Okay, but at the moment, it's setting up. It's down in this extreme on the 5 and the 15 minute. These are still quite far apart, so this still could keep going down to that medium where we want it to go. Yeah, you could stay in this, but I would lock in profits at this point. And look, if you look, the hour and the 4 hour are still up here. So these have still got a way to go as well. This could stay under here for a long, long time, or it could turn, they could cross and come back up again. So these are the indicators that we look at in our Ninja trading system. Also, of course, we look at the actual trend lines. Trend lines is something where you draw a line, and if it's touched more than twice, it's kind of a trend line. I've got another video on in my YouTube about trend lines. But trend line, market kind of respects trend lines. You can kind of draw a line. If you can see, if I drew a line there, you can see where these prices kind of respected the trend as it's gone up. But what's happened here is it's broken the trend. When a trend is broken, it's a good chance of a reversal. So my prediction is this is going to break, it's going to come up, it's going to retest this trend line, and then continue its journey down. So we're going to get a little bit of a retrace here, I think, in a minute. This is all little things that you will learn in the IM Academy as well. You'll learn about trend lines, you'll learn about price action, how it moves. So yeah, these little extras are all part of our Ninja trading system. It just is, all it is extra confirmations to look at. Some people are very visual and they like to look at all these different things and they like to make sure everything's lined up. But as I've said before, you don't, with the Ninja trading system and the amazing Ninjacator. Oh, I've turned the Ninjacator off. Let's turn that one off. The Ninjacator is looking for all these things for you. It's looking for everything for you. It's all built into the Ninjacator, which is why we love it, because you don't have to be a technical wizard. You don't have to know about these PSARs, these moving averages. You know that this one here, see, it's gone green, it was going up. As soon as this starts to turn red, it's starting to come into a sell. This moving average is a brilliant marker as well. It always goes back to this blue line, so that's another place where you can take profit. But like I always say, when you get the D, the first line of the pitchfork is your target, and look, that blue line's right on that target too. Another confirmation of that's where the price is going. If it's gone below that blue line, that tends to mean that it's going to keep going down for a little while. The trend has changed into a sell. Okay, it's turned red, it's gone under the blue line, it's heading down. This median is our target. So I hope that helps. That's a little bit more about some of the other indicators that we're using on our live trading sessions. So when you see the screens and you see all these lines, Basically, all these lines are doing is confirming the indicator, but some people are very visual and they like to see these as well. So that's all that is. And some traders add other things that they like. There's so many different indicators and things that you can put on there just for extra confirmations. And that's why we love our Ninja trading system and our Ninja team, because we all bring something to the party that's a little bit different that some people like. You will find your own style. You'll find what indicators you like to have on your charts. You'll find out which ones you like to work with, but that's all comes with experience and just practice. So I hope it helps. Thank you very much, everybody, and go and check out my other videos on the Ninja trading system and how to use the harmonic scanner. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.